Hi, I'm Tsahi Levent-Levi of blog.me. Let's see what WebRTC is exactly. If I had to define it, WebRTC is a kind of an HTML5 specification that you can use in order to add real-time media communications directly between browsers and devices. The keyword here is real-time. It means that whatever it is that we want to do should be live and highly interactive. WebRTC was announced in 2011 and it got fully standardized by 2021. Today it is used by many vendors in many different market segments. If you want to know who uses WebRTC today, well, everyone. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Cisco, Apple, Intel, and a lot of other vendors, startups as well as large enterprises. When you build the WebRTC applications, there are two main ingredients that you need to think about. There are the clients and the servers. For the clients, we have web browsers, because it is supported in web browsers, but you can also use it in different types of mobile applications. For the servers, within an application server, this is where the business logic of your application resides. This is where your application lives. There is a signaling server that you will need to add in order to be able to reach out from one user to another, from one device to another. Then there are NAT traversal servers. NAT traversal servers are there in order to traverse firewalls and NATs, network address translators. When we want to send media to browsers or to devices, we need to be able to go through firewalls. NAT traversal servers are in charge of that. And then, for the most part, you will also need media servers. Media servers are there in order to record things, run group calls, or do live broadcasts. When using Ant Media, they will take care for you for the signaling servers and the media servers. So how are calls made in WebRTC exactly? Let's look at a simple example of a peer-to-peer call. We've got two users here, one running on a browser, the other on a mobile device. Let's say that the browser guy, redhead here, wants to connect to the other guy. He is going to send an invite message. Since he doesn't know exactly where the other guy is, he is going to send that through the signaling server. The signaling server will route that to the other user, and that other user is going to answer. He's going to send an answer message to the offer that was sent to him. Once these messages are exchanged, they include data that is used by WebRTC in order to create a connection directly between the users. This connection is where the media is being sent in real time. In group calls where we have media servers, that media is going to flow from the clients towards the servers and back. There are three main APIs in WebRTC. Get user media, which gives you access to the camera, the microphone, and other peripherals in the device. We have peer connection that does practically everything. It encodes and decodes the media, sends it over the network, takes care of NAT traversal, and everything else that is needed. The third API is the data channel. Data channel allows us to send any type of data that we want directly between the browsers, in low latency of course. So where is WebRTC supported exactly? We said across all browsers, and we'll start by Chrome and Firefox. Wherever Chrome and Firefox are implemented today, there is WebRTC support in them. So you can use it across different devices, including desktop and mobile. Microsoft, we've got Edge and Internet Explorer. Edge supports everywhere WebRTC, and my Internet Explorer does not support and will not support WebRTC. When we talk about Apple, we've got to look at Safari and iOS. Safari today supports WebRTC in both Mac and iOS also enables support for other browsers today with WebRTC. So Chrome, Firefox, and Edge also support WebRTC on iOS. And if you're building your own native application, well, you can support WebRTC everywhere. That's because WebRTC is also an open source specification and an open source library that you can port and use anywhere you want. You can look at caniuse.com and search for WebRTC to see exactly what and where WebRTC is supported. What are the advantages of using WebRTC? Well, first of all, it's completely free. It's available in the browsers, it's open source, and it's a standard. As we said, this is an open source project, so you can do whatever you want with it. There is no installation needed if you're going to use it on browsers, and it is client agnostic as well. There is a large ecosystem and backers, with constant market growth within WebRTC. So if you're going to use that, you'll have a lot of help available on the network from different locations and from different people. The ecosystem is that large. It is also available everywhere today. Let's talk about how WebRTC is used exactly. There are three large architecture types that we're going to use for WebRTC. The first one is going to be peer-to-peer, point-to-point, from one user to another. This is going to be a direct connection between the two devices whenever possible. The next one is group calling. If I'm going to have multiple participants within the same session, then I'm going to use an MCU or an SFU. MCU stands for Multi-Point Conferencing Unit, and SFU stands for Selective Forwarding Unit. We'll review these in a later video. Last and not least, we've got live streaming. One user or more broadcasting to a very large audience on the other end. If you want to learn more about WebRTC, you can go to Ant Media to see what they are doing with WebRTC with both signaling and media, especially for the live streaming domain. Thank you.